So guys, this is how I got break-even on this day, Wednesday 22, because I had one loss and one win. So let's see how I did this. So let's start right before the session. So first thing I wanted to know like the basis of the day, like are we bearish or bullish? And I saw that we were clearly like in daily, you can see that we are very bearish, rejecting from a daily gap right here. You can see we are rejecting from it and leaving a big range, so clear bearish. For hour 2, we can see here that we tapped into this 4-hour gap and disrespect this for our bullish gap. So we are clearly bearish, but careful because we got this 4-hour gap that already rejected once, so it can be dangerous. In 1 hour 2, we can see that we respect bullish, like we came into this gap like perfectly. And then at the start of the session, so you can see that we are in a new 1 hour gap. So what I was expecting from this, we are in a 4-hour bullish right here, and when we can see that we get 1 hour 2 FVG right here that we are in, and one here. So I was expecting us to firstly reject from this 1 hour in bearish, to then tapped into the 1 hour bullish and maybe after bullish trend. So like we're already in 1 hour, you just search for a little time frame. Like you can see this 15-minute gap. We got two 15-minute gap. At the start of the session, we are already in one. So first option we reject from this one or from the second one. And we can see that they got like some 5-minute two right here, 5-minute gap, 5-minute gap. So at the start of the session, I was only bearish, like waiting for us to go to the like just waiting for us to go to the gap. So let's see what happened in the replay. So to we came to the second 15-minute, I think. Yes, we came into the second one, and we were still in the like daily. So we get here to a 5-minute gap. So here you just search for an entry, so maybe inversion of this gap, but we never inversed it. Here is the second gap, and we can see in daily that we tapped into this perfect rejection week right here. I can mark here. You can see that this is a 1 hour rejection week, so this is another element. So in 15 minutes we are still here, and if we would reject from this point, then we can still respect these gaps. And then 5 minutes, we get the last gap, 5-minute gap. So this is a perfect A plus setup. So if we inverse this one, plus we can see a liquidity zone, like we can see that we break this and then go search for the internal lows, or this is the 1 hour bullish gap that we saw right before. So here you just search for an entry, and then you can see that we inversed it. So my first one was this one where I put here like that, and then you can see you can search for the two. And here I wanted to go break even because this is a 1-minute gap, like break even right here. And then clear inversion, like we went very bullish because we invert every gap, and we can see that we reject from a 3 minute FVG, and we are starting to creating a bullish gap. And you can see in 15 minutes that we inversed it like that, end of the close candle, and we inversed it definitely. So at this point, we are just searching for a retracement into a 5, 3 or 2 minute zone, and then got maybe an entry. So right here, I'm searching for something, and then we can see that in 3 minutes we created a gap, like right here. No 5 minutes, and then we can see that the gap is filled. So we are just searching for an entry with an inversion. We can see this 1 minute gap, and then we inversed it. Like you could have entered right this because this is a CISD, but I just waited first to close the whole 1 minute gap. And then here I took my entry on the second run right before the third one. Like as we closed it, I took my entry, and then you can put your stop loss on the lower to protect the position. You target two because we got a loss, so you try to make you gain, you know. So this is it. 3 minutes, 1 minute, enough because this was a clear trend inversion. Like I just put it the summary, guys, if you wanna like see it, like clear inversion. So you just search for a little retracement with confirmation, and then at that point it went clear up without failing, you know. So this is it. To make a little recap, we can see that we are the very like the most bearish players like all time, and because every time frame is respected for our 1 hour daily gap, 15 minutes start in New York in the 15, go to the like we got a clear target like this 1 hour bullish 1 hour bullish gap, uh, but sometimes it fail and inversion. Uh, Fortunately, we had a clear inversion that we saw instantly, so we took an entry on bullish, and it went well. So this is it. You can see that when every bearish gap is inversed, like no no bearish gap worked, even if the whole day was bearish, the New York session like can be very different, and we had an inversion of the trend. So you just have to follow the trend. Like what is happening right now is more important than every other thing. Like if we go bullish to New York, you have to follow, and this is how actually that's not maybe I had break even because like I stopped myself like on 1-1 just to get a break even day. But if you lose like 1 hour right here, and here you make two, so you're in profits. So this can be a winning day if you take it good. So hope guys you learned from this, and subscribe to see the next ones.